on, everybody? Welcome back to the Big Blue in the Bronx YouTube channel. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops video drops. Nothing much to say here. I'm going to try to keep it short because, A, I have to record a Giants podcast episode. They lost, of course. But basically, even if that didn't come into play, same old Yankees. They did win a very important game on the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, but the other two games they dropped. And it's annoying. It's really annoying to see that. And, we're one game out of the wild card now. The Blue Jays have the top spot. The second spot is occupied by Boston. So now we're, fourth place in our own division. We're next to the Orioles. And that's not jokingly, that's actually being serious. We're next to the Orioles now, even though they are far worse than us. And also the Blue Jays, they kicked the crap out of the Orioles like the Yankees should have. But, obviously, when push comes to shove, the Yankees don't do anything. But only when, certain things happen, whatever. So, without the nonsense, let's just go right into it. Aaron Judge grounds out in the first inning. This is the first game. I go chronologically. In the first inning, Aaron Judge grounds out after a Gardner triple. Gardner scores from third base, 1-0. And this is one of the plays that really angered me. And I was out at the time, so I didn't see it. And thank God, or else I would have threw my hat to the ground. Javi Baez singles. Joey Gallo, great throw. Jonathan VR scores somehow. Gary Sanchez, let me tag you on the head real quick. Are you stupid or something? I understand. I don't understand why Yankee fans, content creators, and this organization has patience for this guy. What, because he hits one home run every 7 series or something like that? It's lackadaisical effort by Sanchez, and it's just so frustrating. It really is. I'm going to tag you on the head. No, you're supposed to get him down low. You are allowed to block the plate as long as you have the ball. If you don't have the ball, then obviously that's a different story. But he had the ball. It was supposed to be a cut clear tag. He didn't play the next day, but that's not the point right now. Just another mistake by Gary, mental errors, all this other crap comes into play. And it's really frustrating, but that's one of the reasons this team is not good. At least right now. So it's 1-1. Top of the second, I'll give it to Joey Gallo. He tried saving Gary's ass with that one, home run to center field. Yankees take the lead. Monty got himself into trouble and allowed multiple runs in the third inning, which wasn't good because the Yankees had lackluster offense. They didn't end up scoring till the ninth inning. Jonathan VR, he singled. Lindor walked. Conforto walked. Alonso walked in a run, so it was 2-2 there. Giorgella, the throw was offline, coming to home plate on a ground ball. But Gary Sanchez, this was a ball he could have at least tried to save. But once again, no, the throw got by. Oh well. The lackadaisical effort. I don't think he tries sometimes. I really don't. And once again, that error is going to be on Urshela, but Sanchez should get some flack for not coming off of home plate and trying to save the play. But it's stupid. It really is. Because we talk about this literally every series or every 2 series. Jeff McNeil pushes a right side bunt. The Mets are having fun. They're playing baseball. 4-2. Kevin Pillar hits a sac fly with the bases loaded. Pete Alonso scores, and James McCann strokes a double into the left field corner. Jeff McNeil scores, and it's 6-2 from there. Then someone who absolutely destroyed us this series, and he was talking shit. But I guess, when it came to the end of the series, he had a right to. And we'll talk about that. But Francisco Lindor slices a home run down the right field line. Javi Baez doubled, but was thrown out at third. Mike Conforto scores. That's the 4th inning. Skip all the way to the 7th inning. James McCann almost hits into a double play, but saved by a Gleyber Torres throwing error. I guess maybe part of the runner hit Torres as he was trying to throw it, but once again, another throwing error for Torres. It's not good for the Yankees. Yankees also wasted key situations with runners on first and second in the 7th and the 8th inning. And then Anthony Rizzo basically puts a garbage time home run into the right field seats. 10-3, Yankees lose. 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position and 9 runners left on base. You move to an important game. Actually, let's go back just 1 second. I'm going to talk about the stats here. Jordan Montgomery wasn't very good. And, I usually talk about Montgomery in the aspect of basically he gets no run support. Well, he really didn't do anything with the run support he got. He gave up 5 runs in the 3rd inning. And, you got to pitch better in those situations because it's on you. It's not on the offense. I mean, it was on the offense, but, later in the game. But 7 runs total is not going to help. And I understand you got the Sanchez thing, and then you got the Torres thing, but once again, not great. Pretty much everybody but Albert Abreu allowed a run. Montgomery went 3 1/3, 7 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and a home run given up. I'm guessing that was to Lindor, maybe. Let me just take a look real quick. Yeah, that probably was to Francisco Lindor. Montgomery had a total of 79 pitches in 3 1/3. That's not very good. Joely Rodriguez gave up an earned run, 2 hits, in about 2 1/3 innings. Michael King actually came in for once. He gave up 2 runs, 1 of them earned. A total of 2 hits in 3 innings. So, I guess not too bad. 2 strikeouts as well. And Albert Abreu, 1 inning pitched, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. So he's getting better from that Tampa Bay game. So now let's go to the 9/11 game. And the ceremony, I got to compliment it. The person singing America the Beautiful, the group, I think it was police officers or first responders singing, the national anthem. I have to compliment the ceremony. This was a very special ceremony for a lot of people, and I think MLB did a good job with it. With that being said, Kyle Higashioka put the Yankees on the board in the 1st inning. No, it was actually the 2nd inning with a 2-run shot. It was really high. I didn't expect Higashioka to really get that into the seats, but he did. A lot of people on Twitter were complaining of juice balls once the Mets started hitting home runs, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, that could be a point, but why say it when the Mets are hitting home runs? Why not say it when the Yankees are hitting home runs, Kind of going against my own fan base there, but, it's just stupidity, right? Gardner, his own 2-run home run a few batters later, and then Judge, who had a big night, home run to left field. Gardner and Judge were back-to-back, 5-0, but it slowly started deteriorating in the bottom half of the inning. Javi Baez walked. Then Kevin Pillar put the Mets on the board with an RBI double. Then James McCann tripled to right field. Pillar scored. Taijuan Walker, he helped out his own cause with an RBI single, so it was 5-3. Then you skip to the bottom of the 3rd inning where Javi Baez just lined a left field home run, 5-4 from there. Then Taijuan Walker pretty much dominated the Yankees for the rest of his start. He pitched a total of 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Those stats may look really bad, but once again, that was also 1 inning, and he pretty much dominated the Yankees for the rest of his start. 5 other innings, they didn't do absolute crap against him. Chad Green, I don't know why this guy gets opportunities, but he basically, if you want to put it into terms like that, blew the game like he blew last night's game. 2-run shot to James McCann in the 6th. Mets took the lead 6-5. Then Kevin Pillar singled to left field off of Clay Holmes, 7-5. You go to the 8th. Aaron Judge, moonshot to left field. I mean, how could you not love Aaron Judge at this point? Who's basically carrying this team, other than maybe Garrett Cole or some of the other pitchers. With that being said, Luke Voit avoided a double play with a throwing error by Baez, very similar to the Gleyber Torres throwing error of the night before. Velasquez scores, it was 8-7. Abreu avoided a jam in the 8th inning. Aroldis Chapman gave Yankee fans a heart attack, but he got a key save in the 9th inning. Got out of there. Yankees 0-2 with runners in scoring position, 3 left on base. But overall, they did well. They responded when the bullpen didn't really do well. Obviously, they had that struggle where after the 2nd inning, they were pretty much ghosted, or they were acting like ghosts. They were really not doing anything. But Corey Kluber, he didn't have the greatest night. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 earned runs. 6 strikeouts, 1 home run, and 2 walks. Everybody gave up a run after him. Lidge, Green, Holmes, Abreu, and Chapman did fine as well in the late innings, and that's what you need out of your bullpen. But the Yankees keep throwing Chad Green out there, and I don't know why. All right, so now we move to the final game of the set. Yankees face Carlos Carrasco. Clark Schmidt was on the mound for the Yankees. This was his first first appearance in almost a year, probably. LeMahieu and Rizzo, they get aboard with walks in the first inning. Giancarlo Stanton doubles, as I mentioned. He did have a big night. 1-0. Yankees, and Joey Gallo hits only his second sac fly of his career. That's interesting. 2-0 from there. Then the Mets immediately respond with a opposite field single off Clark Schmidt. Mike Conforto hit that one. Jonathan Villar scores 2-1. Then, despite Conforto and Baez on second and third, Schmidt did a nice job and worked out of a jam with the Jeff McNeil ground out. Gleyber boots a ball at shortstop in the second inning. Obviously, that kind of paid dividends to the fact that the Mets scored 3 runs. Francisco Lindor, home run to right field, only his first of 3 for the game. So it was 4-2 there. James McCann, his sac fly in the 5th inning, made it 5-2. Gleyber attempts to make up for the year. I'll give him credit there at least. Hit a long shot to left field in the 6th. Got the Yankees within a run. Then Lindor off Wandy Peralta, another guy they keep throwing out there. He hits his second home run of the night, but passes by Giovanni Urshela or Gleyber Torres. I'm pretty sure it was Urshela, and he started talking shit. Basically saying, you're tipping pitches and, you're stealing signs, stuff like that. I really don't know, why you're saying that, to be honest with you. And listen, I'm going to critique the Yankees over the series. They should have won in many aspects of the game. But Lindor, shut your mouth, dude. Shut your mouth. I loved Gardner, and we'll get to it actually in a second, because that's the next thing I do want to cover, is this Stanton, in the 7th inning, a rocket to center field. Then he starts talking with Francisco Lindor, and then he crosses home plate and the bench is clear. I thought that was very exciting, to be honest. I thought it was funny. And then, all you see is the camera angle go to the dugout, and Garrett Cole's like, okay, fuck this. Basically, he leaps over the bench, and the benches start clearing. And then you have Gardner, who's just there. This is one of the funniest things. This really cheered me up, even though the Yankees lost. This really cheered me up because the Giants lost in, a horrible fashion. Gardner's just sitting there. Yeah, what about this, right? What about this? Baez and Lindor were both talking. But respectfully, Lindor did win that battle because he did strike back. It's his 3rd home run of the game off Chad Green, and he rubbed it in, Lindor, I think he's a piece of shit, honestly. But, he kind of deserved to rub it in the Yankees' face there. Not because, they're stealing pitches. They're not stealing pitches. But basically, he hit 3 home runs off of them. But he came out. He started doing the celebration. He came out, did this. Basically that's what he did. But despite the late rally, Yankees fall short against Edwin Diaz. They were 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position, 7 left on base. And Clark Schmidt, gave up 5 runs, 2 of them earned, so that tells you a lot. 7 hits, 4.1 innings pitched, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a home run. Andrew Heaney didn't do bad in the 2/3 of an innings pitched. I mean, honestly, why wouldn't you give him more? Especially for the fact that Wandy Peralta, blew it. Well, he didn't blow it, but he actually just added fuel to the fire with that 1 home run. And then Chad Green, Chad Green being Chad Green, 7-7. That's probably more decisions than our starters this year. I don't know, but they have to stop pitching him in these types of games. And, we can't be really experimenting with this due to the fact that the playoffs are coming soon. We have, 19 games left? And we're 10 games back in the division. That's we're not even competing for that at this point. We're 1 game back in the wild card. So, Yankees better wake up. They have a game against the Twins today. This is probably going to go out before then. And if it doesn't, oh well. I won't be calling the game, as I probably have said on Twitter, because I have a loaded schedule. I got to get a lot of shit done today. And Boys in Big Apple podcast, if you want to hear some more Yankee talk, Giants talk, all that stuff, 8-10 p.m. tonight, Sean and Luca join me. Peace out. See you later. Stay cool.